Yes, sir. What's going on, folks? It is KspadeTheProspect. I'm back today with a brand new episode of the Face of the Phins series here, and let me tell you, the Dolphins are in a tough spot, man. They gotta face the Kansas City Chiefs this week, which, to my surprise, they got a pretty low overall, but none of that matters. They got playmakers at receiver. They got a big-time playmaker at quarterback. It's gonna be a battle, man. I'll see you on the field.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're out to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
There's that father-son moment I told you about. Usually when you see that, big things are going to happen. Folks, the gameplay starts today with Pat Mahomes running onto the field to lead this team in the battle. And it didn't take long before Pat Mahomes earned the respect of football fans all across the country. At this point, if it's anybody that's still hating on Pat Mahomes, they just a hater. Like, everybody knows that this dude is the real deal. And the Dolphins know that. And they also know he's got some people around him and some pieces that help him be the real deal. Great time to introduce the Kansas City Chiefs offense. Fam, Tyreek Hill and Sammy Watkins at receiver, Travis Kelce at tight end, and the ex-Miami Dolphin running back Damian Williams back there. Those guys help Pat Mahomes look phenomenal. Look, I'm not trying to take any credit from Pat. Pat is that dude, but he's got some people around him that help make him great. Now, they're driving down the field, having a really good first drive of the game. They're past the 50. Mahomes hooks up with, I think, his favorite target, Tyreek Hill, and again, they continue to move the ball forward. They are inside the red zone when they hand it off to Damian Williams, and Damian has this thing where he don't typically go down on the first tackle attempt. He runs the football very hard. That's one of the reasons why Dolphin fans, we used to like Damian. Look at Damian. We used to like Damian, but you know how it go, man. Once you out of Miami, good riddance. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of him. On second and goal, they go back to Williams, and this time the rookie, Julian Okwara, right there to bring him down. On third down, they come out with a bunch of receivers, try to spread the defense thin and throw a pass into the end zone, and the Dolphin defense was there for it. We've seen that a few times this season where they allow offense to get into the red zone, and then they hunker down and hold those guys to three. They did the same thing to that Chiefs offense right there, and you got to consider that a win. Now the face of the Phins runs onto the field, man. I'm talking about young Spade Jr., the quarterback out of Miami. This kid, it seems like the bigger the opponent, the bigger game we get from him as he gets sacked right here to set him up for a third and forever. Spade drops back, throws into double coverage, tried to high point it for Henry Ruggs, who couldn't pull it in. And the Dolphins have told us they really are trying to get Ruggs more involved into the offense. And the Chiefs defensive unit gets back there, blocks the punt, scoops and scores. And just like that, we got a 10-0 game. This one might get ugly. It might get ugly. That's just a great special teams play by the Kansas City guys. I give those guys credit. It's a 10-0 game, man. Spade comes back onto the field. They come out in the shotgun. He's got Devontae Parker, who beats two defenders and pulls it in with one hand. Beautiful, beautiful catch. Parker has an up and down type of thing going on. Like, in 1 minute, he looks like he has everything he needs to be, you know, a top tier wide receiver. And in the next moment, it seems like he disappears. But that's a great route. Might have been an even better pass. And he just did a great job of beating not one, but two defenders. They're going to go back to him here in one-on-one coverage, and he couldn't quite bring it in. I don't blame him for going back to him, though, after that big catch. And we'll take this time to introduce ourselves to the Kansas City defense. Frank Clark on the D-line is somebody to keep an eye on. And then we got some players in that secondary. Sorry, backers. But you got to talk about the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And it's a young cornerback over there, Kendall. That dude makes plays. Got to keep an eye on him. Miami comes back and hands it off to Kenyon Drake. I'm going to tell you what's weird. This might be a hot take, but stay with me. These two teams remind me a bit of each other. The speed that the Chiefs have at receivers, the Dolphins are trying to build with adding Ruggs and some of these pieces. Kenyon Drake and Damian Williams, I see a little bit of similarities. Spade gets into the end zone for the score here. And I'm going to keep with my comparisons, man. Spade and Mahomes, kind of, maybe. I'm just saying, I don't know. Gesicki, maybe he could be like a Travis Kelce one day. I'm just saying, I see similarities. Let me live. The Dolphins do a great job of answering, man. Being down 10-0 on the road definitely has to feel like, oh, man, this game is over. We lost. So to see a young team battle back, put that drive together, understanding how important it was to get into the end zone and scoring to make it a 3-point game. We got a one-on-one down the sideline. Oh, Darby gets the interception, but he can't come down with both feet in bounds. That would have been huge for the Miami defense. And Damian Williams gets outside. He's got a ton of green. And even though he goes down, he's able to get another 4 or 5 yards after the tackle attempt. 1st and 10, Mahomes throws it into the flats. He is picked off by Xavier Howard. The Pro Bowl corner has nothing but green in front of him. No other player is even in the frame. Time defensive play by the Miami Dolphins and Xavier Howard, and that's one of those plays. Those plays will bite you in the behind. You gotta watch that. It's a quick read. You basically make the read before you even see what the defense is doing. Like Pat Mahomes knew at the time that he snapped the ball, he was just gonna turn around and throw it to that receiver. It was already determined, and you can see the jump by Xavier Howard. His initial step was backwards, and he instantly saw something that he probably recognized from film study, jumped that pass, and the rest is history, man. And just like that, the Dolphins go from 10-0 down to 14-10 up. Beautiful play by the defense, and that's what you need to beat a team like the Chiefs. You can't rely on the offense to make all of the plays. That's a great catch over there. But the defense came back and scored. If you think about it, man, the Chiefs got 7 from their special team, so that's what it's going to take. 2nd down for Mahomes, who seems to be in the groove right now, looking for his tight end, Travis Kelce, probably the best receiving tight end in all of football. No shade to Kittle. Kittle's a beast too, but for my money, give me Kelce if we're talking just receiving. And look at Damian Williams. Good grief, man. That dude runs the ball so hard. 2nd down for Mahomes. He's going to check it into the flats, and Darby's over there to make a play. Darby's been playing really good here lately too, man. He's another guy kind of on a hot streak. And that's just a beautiful pass right there. Mahomes to the back of the end zone, snagged in with one hand by Tyreek Hill. What can you say, man? The defense was there. Mahomes threw it to the perfect spot, split the defenders, and Tyreek Hill just made an amazing catch. Now, we got about 2.5 minutes before the half. It's still a 3-point game. The Miami offense back on the field, and the young QB is threading the needle out here. Looking great so far. 2nd down, he's going to throw it into the flats. Albert Wilson there to make the catch. I don't know if that's the flats, but you get what I'm saying. And the drive continues here. Now, we get a timeout. It's 4th down later in that drive, and the Dolphins elect to go for it. You see the pump fake, and, man, let me tell you, Spade gonna get somebody killed out here throwing it like that, man. These backers, they live for those moments. Are you serious? So the Chiefs offense take over after Dolphins don't convert on 4th down, and they've got a short field, man. They want to at least probably get 3 here if they can. 1st down for Mahomes. Beautiful pass over to the sideline. Somebody did something wrong because Sammy Watkins was wide open. 1st and 10 later, Mahomes thought about running, stepped back, threw it across the middle to Williams. He's going to pick up enough for the first, I believe, and he does. 1st and goal now. Mahomes with time in the pocket, throws into the back of the end zone. He is picked off by the rookie Romeo Finley, who decides to bring it out of the end zone, jukes a would-be tackler, and is caught by Damian Williams. Damian is doing everything for this Chiefs team right now. Everything. Because I think if Damian isn't there, That's a pick six right there. That's the second pick six of the game for Pat Mahomes if Damian Williams isn't there. I don't know what Romeo saw, but he felt like he could advance it, got it out. Nothing but big guys chasing him. The first guy get the whoopsies. He goes down. Beautiful. Hey, the Dolphins might better look at Romeo, see if they can get him some touches. Only 10 seconds on the clock, man. Spade drops back, throws one deep. Gesicki goes up over 3 Chiefs defenders, makes the catch, gets the timeout, and the Dolphins come out to see if they can tie the game up before the half. The kick is up. The kick is good. We got a good one here, folks. Don't go anywhere. We got a damn good one. At the end of the first half, we got a 17-17 game, and both teams have come out firing, man. We've seen some great passing. We've seen some great defense, some great special teams. The ball is being ran hard. It's a damn good football game. Don't go anywhere. Third quarter action, of course, the Dolphins, we know they like to do this. They come out in the second half, and they try to establish the run if they can. 3rd and 6, they pretty much need to go to the air here. Spade stands tall, throws one to Ruggs. They are determined to get Ruggs involved in the offense, and I like it. That's his 3rd reception of the day. They come back and hand it off. This time it's Kalen Ballage, the backup. And Kalen, if you guys remember last year, Kalen had taken that starting job for a minute. So this is a very capable running back. Don't feel like when you see Kalen in the game that, the Dolphins are afraid to run. They're not. Speaking of not being afraid to run, the quarterback keeps it and he doesn't slide again. That's got him in trouble a few times, but it doesn't here, thank God. He thought about running here, but the Chiefs' defense was everywhere. They're chasing him around, and he does the smart thing and just throws it away. On 2nd and goal, he throws a dot to the back of the end zone. Mike Gesicki right there. He's letting the Chiefs fans hear all about it. Talk that talk. Let them know. Beautiful. 24-17 is your score, and now the pressure is on Pat Mahomes. Now, Pat is pretty comfortable in this position. They call him the comeback kid for a reason. He likes to be in this position, but he throws another INT, this time to the backer, Raekwon McMillan, who was shadowing Travis Kelce, and it looked like Kelce had him on the out route, but he cut it back in, and that helped McMillan actually be in position to make the play, and the play is made. The Miami offense comes back on. They've got a short field. On 3rd and 7, Spade dropping back, dancing around in that pocket, man, feeling the pressure from Frank Clark, just trying to create enough room to get the pass off. And even though they do, they have to settle for 3 on that drive. And I'm sure they're not upset about that because that feels like a free 3 points. Damian Williams slaps the bejesus out of Romeo Finley, and there's nothing but green ahead of him. He's going to score on the play. Miami might need to talk to Damian. See if we can get Damian back. Damian Williams has really been he's been the X factor for the Chiefs so far. He really has. Now, this team is so used to coming back and playing from behind. I wanted to show you guys this. Look at the team, and that's the defense for the most part. The defense celebrating. Okay, I see. All right, cool. Spade runs back on the field. 164 yards passing so far this game. No interceptions, no fumbles, no turnovers. That's a big deal. He comes out, goes to that tight end again, Gesicki. He makes the catch, 1st and 10, drives continues. Heading this thing off to Kenyon Drake. Drake got to be looking over there at Damian Williams like, yo, this is the dude I'm replacing. I got to run this football, man. I got to run this pill. Spade keeps it here. Jukes the defender, bounces outside. Great blocking downfield. Let me tell you something about T. Higgins. Every time they run the ball to T's side, keep an eye on T. T kicks DB's ass over there. Like, he would take a DB and destroy them. On 1st and 10, that's a great defensive scheme call right there. The blitz from Tyrann Mathieu. And it was the right call, man. The pressure gets to Spade. They get the sack, but the Dolphins saw something that they liked on the play. They got up and quickly went no huddle. Coach Spade on the sideline with hand signals, and you see a ton of pre-snap adjustments by the quarterback. He's got Ruggs, beating both defenders, and he put a little too much on the pass, overthrew Ruggs, and they have to settle for 3 on the drive. The kick is up. The kick is good. I like what they're doing with Ruggs, man. You got a guy with that type of speed. Even if you can't hook up with him, you keeping the defense honest. You're letting them know that you're willing to stretch the field vertically, and they've been doing that. Now, the Chiefs' offense is back out here down only 6, so if they can score and get the point after, they go up 1 and they take a shot downfield, going for Tyreek Hill, and that's great defense down the field for the Dolphins. Mika Fitzpatrick in on the deflection down there. 2nd down. All day in the pocket. Beautiful pass. Sammy Watkins on the catch. And Sammy goes down awkwardly. And I can't tell if he's reaching at his knee, arm. All I know is something's not all right, and Sammy comes off the field. And on the very next play, Raekwon McMillan is furious with himself. He was right there. It looked like Pat threw it to him. He couldn't get the catch. 4th down, the Chiefs go for it, and that's a great deflection. We don't need any heroics, just knock the ball down. So the Dolphins have the ball back with the lead. Still a lot of time on the clock, though. So you want to try to run the ball if you can. You want to eat a little bit of clock. And look at this. The Dolphins came into this game dead last in offensive production, and either they figured something out or they just treating the Chiefs defense like some suckers, man. I don't know which one it is, but I know things are changing. Now look, the Chiefs bring both safeties into the box. The young quarterback makes some adjustments. He's making some changes. I think they're going to take a shot downfield here. It is 2nd and 10. Spade drops back, stands tall, delivers a shot. He's got Ruggs and drops it in there. Finally, Henry Ruggs. They've been trying to make this connection for a few weeks now, and it works. Very aggressive game plan by the Chiefs to bring the safeties in the box. They left Ruggs one-on-one, and he's probably the fastest man on the field. And that's with Tyreek Hill on the other side, who I know is the speedster. It's some speed everywhere. Ruggs is the fastest guy on the field, okay? And you don't want to leave your guys in one-on-one with him like that if you can help it. I guess it's been working for the Chiefs, though. The Dolphins elect to go for 2. Mike Gesicki's right there with the catch. And just like that, man, this game looks like it is over. 38-24. However, Pat Mahomes jogs onto the field in a very comfortable position. This team likes playing from behind, typically. They go across the middle right here. Tyreek making the catch, dodging the would-be tackler, but he probably took himself back a yard or two before being tackled. Later in that drive on 1st and 10, that's a beautiful pass over to the sidelines. He hooks up with Tyreek Hill again. Tyreek's been doing a great job this game. I just don't know if it's going to be enough. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. And there you go. It is Xavier Howard again. Xavier has been on this man's head like a cat. Pat Mahomes giving it all he's got. He's not going to catch Xavier Howard. Xavier's going to take this one to the house, too, for his 2nd pick 6 of the game. Fam, if you would have told me the Dolphins would hang 45 big ones on the Chiefs, I'd have told you that, hey, you've had enough. You've had enough tonight, sir. But the Dolphins came and got it done on the road. On the road. And look, that we might have just discovered our problem. Who is that? Who's that? They changed coaches. Anyway, man, the Dolphins have enough to get it done today, and hopefully this type of momentum can carry over for the rest of the season. 5 takeaways is the reason for the season. And that's all I got for today, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor, leave a like. If you're new to my channel and you want to see more, subscribe. And remember, man, fins up around here, you heard?